Always on tonight. Throw that thing from left, right, side to side. Yeah. All my friends are here. Play my favorite song right on top. Yeah. And we never stop. Music bumping, we just keep on rolling. Yeah. No, we never stop. Shake, shake, shake your honey till the morning. Let me hear you say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Let me hear you say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Yeah, that's what I wanna see you slide, slide, slide. That's what I wanna see you shine, shine, shine. Always on tonight. Throw that thing from left, right, side to side. Yeah. All my friends are here. Play my favorite song right on time. Ooh, and we never stop. Music pumping, we just keep on rolling. No, we never stop. Shake, shake, shake your honey till the morning. Let me hear you say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Let me hear you say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Yeah, I said I wanna see you slide, slide, slide. Yeah, come on now, now, now. I said I wanna see you shine, shine, shine. I wanna see ya. I wanna see ya. So let me hear you slide. I said I wanna see ya slide, slide, slide. I said I wanna see ya shine, shine. Let me hear you say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Let me hear you say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Always on tonight. Throw that thing from left, right, side to side. Yeah. All my friends are here. Play my favorite song right on top. Yeah. And we never stop. Music bumping, we just keep on rolling. Yeah. No, we never stop. Shake, shake, shake your honey till the morning. Let me hear you say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Let me hear you say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Yeah, that's what I wanna see you slide, slide, slide. That's what I wanna see you shine, shine, shine. Always on tonight. Throw that thing from left, right, side to side. Yeah. All my friends are here. Play my favorite song right on time. Ooh, and we never stop. Music pumping, we just keep on rolling. No, we never stop. shake, shake, shake your honey till the morning. Let me hear you say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on. Now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Let me hear you say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on. Now slide, slide, slide to the bar. Shine, shine, shine like a star. Yeah. I said I wanna see you slide, slide, slide. Yeah. Come on now. I said I wanna see you shine, shine, shine. I wanna see ya.
You know what you need to do? You know what I need to do? I need to keep my outer core, my body, and my inner core, my heart and my spirit, strong. Need to keep it strong so you can grow and flourish in spite of what's going on around you and despite what's outside of your control. I'll tell you about that in a second. I'm Jan. This is 316 Yoga. This is Piper. Bonnie's back there, and Dwayne's doing the cameras. And this is your Strength and Mobility Yoga Plus yoga practice. It's a 1 hour long practice. 1 hour, you think that's a long time. But you know, it's really fun. Make it fun, enjoy it, make it enjoyable, and choose what's right for you. Do what is right for you. This bottom of our screen says, why am I holding this way? Bottom of our screen says, do what's right for your body. You always gotta do that. You've gotta enjoy the practice. If you don't like it, if you don't enjoy it, you're not gonna come back, and it's important to come back. Every day our practices are different. Come check them out. Today, we're focusing primarily on yoga and bar. Have you ever done a bar practice before? We're gonna work with a bar, and we're gonna work with weights. All right, so again, do what's right for you. Just move a little bit more today than you did yesterday. As you're practicing, think of this word. The word is enjoyable. If it's not enjoyable, you're not gonna come back. Enjoyable means it's capable of giving you joy and pleasure. And if you need to do less to give you that joy and pleasure, do less. Give yourself permission. Just do. That's the biggest thing. Today you're gonna need some props. For a bar practice, you need a bar. A great substitute is a chair, using the back of the chair for balance. Or if you don't have a chair nearby, you don't need it at all. I'm gonna do it today, doing a bar practice without the bar, because it is doable. Also, you'll have a chair or no chair, okay, got that. Your little hand weights. Hand weights, if you don't have those, 2 cans from your pantry, 2 water bottles would do. I've got a ball, because we're gonna use that in our bar practice too. It's a squishy ball, it's enjoyable. And use this squishy ball, or an underinflated playground ball, whatever works for you. I'm only gonna use 1 block today. I don't need them both. In addition to that, keeping the practice enjoyable, have your eye shade and your towel for final Shavasana. You'll be glad you did that. Okay, you got that? Enjoy. I'm really emphasizing that today, you guys. Make it enjoyable, make it fun, have a good time with it, and let the stress go. Speaking of stress, lock in a stress number on a scale of 1 to 5, or 1 to 10, or whatever it is. What is your stress level now? Come on up to standing, and we will do our little warm-up. Breathe. That's the most important thing. Think about your breath. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Take a big breath in through your nose, and a big sighing breath out through your mouth. How are you doing? Have the ball nearby, because we're going to come to that in just a second, just because it's fun to use. All right, so to begin with, let us start in a 5-pointed star position. So what is that? Just lifting your arms high to the sky, spreading your legs a little bit wider. Just kind of like taking a pentacle pose when we do that on the ground, but you are standing. Nothing's going to keep you down. Take a big breath in, chest lifts up. And and a big softening breath out. Pop up onto your toes and then down onto all four feet. Then down onto all 10 toes, both feet. Heel comes up and heel comes down. Keep the heel behind the toes. Lift and lower. Find your balance. You can always have a chair right here, holding on for balance. When you're ready, bring your arms down by your sides. Bring your legs a little closer and take a squat. Chair pose, we call it in yoga. Many other practices know it as a squat. So just sit back here. Put the weight more into your heels and let your toes maybe lift on up and give them a wiggle. Sit a little bit lower. You got it. And then start to pulse. Little by little, just little teeny pulses. Wake up your quads, those big muscles in your legs. Breathe. Big breath in and big breath out. Your legs are strong. Keep them that way. But now let's go into an exploding star. Straighten your legs. Arms go high. Stretch it out again. And this time move your hips. Let's do it again. Come into the squat, but this time bend your elbows and have your elbows touch your knees and then explode into that 5-pointed star. Elbows to knees and up, down and up and down. Okay, we're gonna, in just a second, we're gonna take opposite elbow to opposite knee. But let me tell you while my stress is up. We're selling the house. We're selling the house, and today there's a showing, our second showing, like 5 seconds after yoga. It's fun. You should see all the cameras and lights that Dwayne has to break down. Lickety split, real quick. All right, let's take opposite elbow, opposite knee, explode. Opposite elbow, opposite knee, explode. Breathe. And it's snowing outside. It's a pretty day here in Colorado. All right, finish. Exploding star. How's your heart rate? Take a big breath in. And a big sighing breath out. Hands to prayer center. Fold forward. Find your ball. Explode on up with the ball in your hands. Take it to the right. Back to center. Take it up. Take it to the left. Back to center. Take a big inhale. Take it to the right. Back to center. Take it to the other side. Back to center. Take it farther to the right. Back up to center. Really lift it up. Look up. Take it to the other side. Stretch. Bring it back to center. Take a baby back bend. Take the ball toward the back of the room. Exhale. Fold forward. Breathe. Let it go. Roll your spine up 1 vertebra at a time. Come on up to standing. With this ball, take it behind your back. And when it's behind your back, put it in the other hand. Bring it back around. How fast can you go? Wake up your shoulders. A little differently than we normally do. Let it go. Take the ball in the other direction. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Make it fun. Lift your right leg up and bring the ball under the leg. Circles under the leg. Breathe. So your thigh is parallel to the earth. Breathe. Ball in the other direction. And breathe. Oh my gosh, breathe. How are you doing? Come on back up. Ball up high to the sky. Wiggle your hips. Both feet are on the ground. Pop on up to the balls of your feet. Lift and lower. Lower and lift. Guess what? You got another leg to do in this warm-up. Kind of fun, right? All right, your feet are down. Lift the left leg up. Lift it up. Circle the ball underneath the thigh. If you fall out, no big deal. Get right back in. Circle it. Circle it. No ball, that's fine. You just give a clap under your hands, under your leg, and breathe. Whew. Ball in the other direction. You got it. You got it. When you're ready, plant the feet. Arms go up. Ball lifts. Little back bend. Fold forward. Hinge forward. Whew. Ball reaches toward the ground. Maybe put the ball on the ground. Can your fingers still touch the ball? Look back to your knees. Look back to your navel. Spread your legs a little bit. Slide the ball up in between your thighs. Perfect position for ragdoll pose. Hinge forward. Hands to opposite elbows. Gaze back towards your knees. Put a little bend in your knees. That feels good. Start to sway from side to side. Breathe. Whew. I'm sweating already. How about you? Let's finish up. Body back to the midline. Come on down to a child's pose. Come down to bend your knees. remove the ball, take it up to the top of your mat. Spread your knees a little wider than hip width distance. Toes, big toes touch, hips back towards your heels. Just move, every little bit of movement's good. Hands to the ball, reach, stretch, and move the ball a little bit, left to right. Feel it in your shoulders, wake them up. Breathe, breathe. Maybe spread your knees a little farther. Are your toes still touching? Maybe incorporate your hips, really feel the twist. Breathe, move the ball to one side of the mat, then the other. Breathe. Finish up, come back to the midline. Push the ball really far forward, letting the crown of your head come to the earth, letting your tailbone go to the back of the room. Find length in your spine and breathe. Big breath in, big breath out. If you'd like, close your lips, breathe in and out of your nose only to build heat in your body, as if there's not heat building already. Big breath in, big breath out. Just have fun. Finish up. Come out of your child's pose. Anytime you want, go back to your child's pose. Take a break in child's pose. It's all good. All right. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Let's do cat-cow. Chin to your chest, tailbone under, arch your back up to the sky. Inhale, cow pose, crown of the head and tailbone lift. Really accentuate the tucking of that tailbone and the extension of that tailbone. Move your neck. Move your neck. Get that mobility going. Breathe. Marry the pose to your breath. Cat pose, navel to the spine, push into the earth. Exhale. Inhale, cow. Breathe. Finish up. Neutral tabletop. From that cat-cow, let's do bird dog next. Fridays is fun because we do bird dog on the ball. Okay, take the ball, place it underneath your right knee. If you want, no ball at all, totally fine. The ball creates an unstable surface. That's why you keep it good and squishy. It's not so much about being round, it's about having that unstable surface. You're in a neutral tabletop still. Draw your right toes towards your shin, kind of so that is a kickstand in the right leg. Lift your left leg up and extend the left leg long, drawing the left toes toward your shin. Press into the earth. Leg is extended long at about hip height. Breathe here. For a full bird dog, add in your right arm. Left leg is extended. Right arm, make it reach long to the front of your room. Spread your fingers wide. Breathe. Lengthen in your spine. Have some fun with it. Touch your elbow to your knee underneath your navel and extend. Tuck and extend. Tuck and extend and finish. Hand comes down, knee comes down. Got another leg to do. It's all fun, isn't it? Move the ball underneath the other knee. The ball, it really is fun. Buy one if you don't have one. They're not very expensive. This is a bender ball. There's also little therapy balls. Check them out online. Tuck your left toes toward your shin. Right leg lifts. Knee at about hip height. Right leg extends. Push in to the earth. You can stay right here. Nobody's judging you. Don't be hard on yourself. Maybe the arm reaches long. Find your balance. It's hard. It's tricky. Elbow to knee and reach. Elbow to knee and reach. Maybe one more time. And reach and finish. Hand comes down, knee comes down. Remove the ball. Let's go into a toes pose. Here's where you could use that one block or nothing at all. Have a seat on your heels. I'm gonna sit on the block today, something a little different. And I'm gonna grab a drink while I'm here. All right, stretch your toes. Whew, it's an intense pose. How do you feel? Blood's pumping, isn't it? Hurricane? Hey, Betty, I'm glad you're here. Whew, you are in Florida, my dear. How are you doing with Ian? Not so great, huh? Oh my goodness, I am glad that you are okay. Come back to your yoga and breathe. All right, toes pose is intense. It's a big stretch in the center of the foot, in the fascia. And breathe through it. If it's painful, come out of it. You don't want to stay in anything that's painful. If it hurts, don't do it. Why would you do something that hurts? Don't do it. Your yoga is supposed to be, word of the day, enjoyable, capable of giving you joy and pleasure. Back out of it. If you need to do less, do less. But let the toes stretch, let the feet stretch. How are they? Let's come out of it now. All right, remove the block if you used it. Oh, we are right on time. I'm glad for that. Neutral, tabletop. Feet, lift. Squeeze and scrunch your toes. Tap the tops of your feet out on your mat. And when you're ready, have a seat back on your heels just for a moment. You could use, I guess you'd use 2 blocks. Use your 2 blocks if you want to bring the ground up to you, or lean into your fingertips. Let your knees come on up. Breathe. Stretch out your ankles here. Let it all feel good. If it doesn't feel good, back out of it. But distinguish between pain and discomfort. Discomfort's okay. It's all right. It means you're pushing your limits. But pain, no bueno. All right, let's finish up here. Let's come into a downward facing dog. Hands on your mat, toes towards your shins. Feet are on your mat. You're on the balls of your feet. Hips go high to the sky. Feet hip width distance apart. You're looking at them, check them out. Heels slightly elevated. Look to your hands now. They should be shoulder width distance apart. Fingers spread wide. Tailbone, the tip of your tailbone, send it higher to the sky. Your neck, shake it, loosen it up. Your gaze should be back toward your ankles or even your knees or up toward your belly button. Shake your neck, let it be loose. Pedal your heels, one heel closer to the earth than the other. We are about to go into our 1-minute plank. All right, keep pedaling your feet for just a second. Here's the deal in today's plank. We're gonna go from a bear plank to down dog. And I'm gonna set a timer for 1 minute, and you do whatever feels right for you, alternating from your down dog to your bear plank, but just try it. Let's begin our timer now as we bend our knees and come into a bear plank. In the bear plank, your knees are hovering above your mat. Press into your hands. You're about 15 seconds in. You've got it. Hold it here. Breathe. Maybe you stay here. You know, your knees are above the ground. You can kind of swing them a little bit. That's fine. We're almost halfway there. You've got this. When you're ready, press on back up to a bear plank. No, don't stay in the bear plank the whole time. Pedal it out, and then come back to your bear plank whenever you're ready. We got about 15 seconds to go. You can do it. Hang on here. Hold on. And if you want to go back to that down dog, go for it. Your shoulders should be over your wrists. Your knees slightly elevated. When you're ready, let's say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Come on down. Maybe grab a drink. There you go. You did your bear plank. I'm impressed. Nice job. Okay, let's find our ball and a block. Take your block, place it down by your feet. Supta Baddha Konasana sit-ups. We do these just about every practice. But today, we're gonna lift our heels up onto a block. When your soles of your feet are touching, pinky edge side of your feet are together, ball up by your shoulders. When you're ready, let's take the ball and slip it behind your low back. No ball, that's fine. No block, that's fine too. Feet can be on your mat, and you can work yourself on down all the way to your mat or leaning into this ball. You will notice that as you lean into the ball, your core is tight because it gives a little bit, right? Your sort of your core. The ball gives a little bit, and you are leaning into the ball with your strong core, working and activated. All right, arms parallel to each other, reaching toward the front of the room. Breathe. Feels good to breathe. Feels good to move, doesn't it? You know, why is it always hard to come to your mat? Always hard to start the exercise. But when you do, you feel so good afterwards. All right, take your 2 parallel arms, bring them to surround your right knee, and reach, reach. Little teeny pulses, up, up. Got a little twist going on, and a nice reach, reach, reach. Back to center, reach, reach, reach. To the other knee, surround it, and reach, and pulse, and reach, and pulse. Pulses, bar. Ooh, bar does a lot of pulses. So does Pilates, but bar does a lot of pulses. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Back to center, pulse, pulse, pulse. Now back to the right. Pulse, but we're gonna make it a little different. Think of being an archer. Right arm's reaching long, left arm, let the palms touch, and then drag the arm back, let the elbow touch down. Reach, reach, reach. Palms touch, left elbow drags back, touches the earth. Reach, reach, reach. Reach back to center. Reach, reach, reach. Other side, reaching arms. Right arm touches the left palm, then comes back toward the earth, maybe touches the earth, and back up. Reach, reach. Palms touch. Whew, archer. All the way back. Elbow touches the earth, maybe, and then reach, reach, reach. Keep your elbows and knees open. Keep your knees open wide. Palms touch. One more archer. Touch down. Reach back to center. Reach, reach, reach. You got it. One last thing. Cactus your arms and reach. Pulse, pulse. You got it. And then finish. Come on up. Whew. How are you doing? I hope you still like me. All right, remove the block. Let it go. Come all the way down. Maybe grab a drink on the way down. Take your ball. With the ball, place it between your ankles. Come all the way down. All the way down to fully recline. When you're ready, arms overhead. Send your legs and the ball high up to the sky. Peel your shoulders up and capture the ball. Bring the shoulders on down with the ball in your hands. Reach the ball down to the earth and reach your heels down to the earth. Everything touches down, then everything goes back up. It's the way it is, right? Things come down, things come back up. Good seasons, bad seasons. That's life. Breathe. Oh, reach. Grab that ball. Keep exchanging it between your fingers and your ankles. And let's finish. Finish with the ball overhead. Give your hips a wiggle. You've got it. Breathe. Press on up. Come on up to your knees. Take the ball. Place it under the tops of your feet. Guess what? You thought that plank was easy, the bear plank, going to down dog? Well, it kind of was, because we made it our way. We modified it. We did a little less. We'd go back to down dog to take a break. Now we're going to do plank with this ball underneath our feet. I'm going to set a timer. It's going to be 1 minute. You can do it as long as you like. All right, or take the variation of plank you like. You know lots of variations. Just make it work for you. When you're ready, come into your plank pose. I'm coming up on the ball and the timer starts now. All right, here we go. 1 minute. Your feet, tops of your feet are on the ball. Hands pressed in to the mat. You can't see the timer, but I'm keeping time for you. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Your shoulders are over your wrists. You're about 20 seconds in. Hold on. Come out of it anytime you want. If it's not right, you know how to come out of it. Come out of it gently. Be kind to you. Take a little break. You're halfway there. Press into the earth. You've got this. Hold on. Breathe. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Push into the earth. Don't give in quite yet. You're strong. Stay here. 15 to go. Breathe. 10 to go. 10, 9. Let's count it down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Come out of it. Oh my goodness. How are you doing? Nice job. You need another drink? I do. All right, let's get back to it. So, plank, your core is strong. Got your drink? Let's go to our weights. Let's lift our weights. Grab your weights, come on up to a standing position. I said, every day we shake it up and do something different. Fridays are our fun practice, our yoga plus. Bring your weights to your shoulders. You know this usual little sequence we do here. Weights overhead and back to your shoulders. So extend and flex. Palms are facing in towards your cute little ears. Lift and lower. You could do one arm at a time. Whew, breathe. You know what the worst part about showing your house is? It's putting everything away. Everything out of the house. And keeping it, oh, the C word, clean. Oh my gosh. Vacuuming. Scrubbing the counters. Keeping the refrigerator clean. No smelly food in the refrigerator. So I had to get rid of my kimchi. All right. Lift and lower. How are you doing? Remember, you can be doing one arm at a time. Breathe. You're strong. Keep Keep it up. You're strong, inside and out. All right, let's take our arms now. Tee them out. Tee them out, hold them here, pulse them. Little gentle pulses up, like a little bird flying, right? How is that? Should I go this way? Is that okay? All right, breathe, breathe, breathe. All right, bring your elbows out to the side as your hands come into your shoulders. So there's your flexion, and extend. Flex and extend. Strong upper back. You got it. Strong, strong. And you know, little 1 pound weights are great too. Just have a little resistance. Doesn't have to be a whole lot. A little is good. Breathe. All right, let's finish up. Weights back to your shoulders. Weights down by your sides. Give your shoulders a break. Big breath in. Big sighing breath out, let it go. Take your hands like you're serving a tray to someone. Just extend your arms, palms face up, little teeny pulses here, here, here. Breathe. Work on this back here. How do you ever get rid of that? I don't know, but just keep at it, you know? Love what you got, because what you got is good enough. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Now, bend your elbows, bringing the weights toward your chin, resting the weights on your shoulders and extending again. Pulse, 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 bend your elbows, weights to your shoulders, then extend. Let's pulse 3 times. Bring the weights back to your shoulders and extend. How's that? Let's finish up. Weights back by your sides. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Put a bend in your knees. Put so much of a bend in your knees, maybe you pop up onto the balls of your feet. Keep your shoulders back over your hips. Drive the weights to your back wall and then pulse them in. Pulse them in. Does that feel good in the shoulders? Oh, breathe, breathe, breathe. Keep pulsing them in. Maybe you stay on flat feet. Maybe you come up onto the balls of your feet. Pulse them in and hold it nice and tight. In, and then pulse the weights up, up, up to the back wall. Your gaze is still forward. You are still strong. You got this. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Finish up. Soles of your feet down. Arms down by your sides. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Bring the fronts of the weights, turn them so your palms are toward the back of your wall, and then bring the weights, the edges of the weights to touch right in front of you. And then as if you were, let's see, pogo sticking or jackhammering or zipping up a jumpsuit. Do those still exist? Breathe. Or a flight suit. Breathe. Elbows high to the side. Woo. Breathe. Breathe. Zip it up. Maybe when you come up onto the balls of your feet. Maybe when you come down, you rock back onto your heels, letting your toes lift up. Find your balance. Breathe. Breathe. How are you doing keeping the elbows wide as you breathe? Let's finish here. Arms down by your sides. We're not done with the weights yet. Throw your shoulders back. Let them slip on down. Chest is lifted. It feels exaggerated, but it's not. Nice, good standing posture. Really feels extreme. Really feels like you're showing off, but you're not. Take a look at yourself in the mirror. You can take some age off by having good posture instead of slouched posture. Shoulders back, shoulders down. You got it. Let's balance a little bit. Send your right foot forward. Take the weight out of the left leg. Weight out of the left leg, lift it up a little bit, and then hinge forward. The weights are kind of nice here because it feels, I don't know, makes you feel stronger and more secure maybe. Lift the left leg up as high as is right for you. Put a little bend in the right knee. Let the arms hang heavy with the weights, and then bend your elbows to the sides, lift the weights to your chest, and bring them back to the earth. Find your balance, challenge your balance. Focus. That's one good thing, many good things about your yoga, but you really got to focus on the moment in a lot of poses, like this balancing pose. You really got to focus, and being in the moment is a great thing. All right, let's finish with the weights hanging toward the earth. Bring your left leg to meet your right. Stay down here. Look back to your knees or up towards your navel. Weights are still a couple inches above the earth. Let's do the other leg. Root into your left leg. Right leg goes back. Maybe it's kickstanded on the earth. That's fine. Maybe you lift it higher, higher, higher. Right hip and left hip are equidistant to the mat. Then start to lift your weights to your chest and down. Little bend in the knee, feels good. If you fall out, no big deal. Nobody's counting, nobody's watching. Breathe. Remember, falling out means you took it to your limit and you got right back into the fight. Good on you. All right, let's finish here. Let the weights hover above the earth. Maybe lift that right leg a teeny bit higher, and then right foot meets left. Remove your weights, put them aside. Take a nice big forward fold. Gaze back towards your knees. Hold on to your calves. Whew. One vertebra at a time. Roll your spine on up and bring the ball with you. Come on, up, up, up. To standing. All right, good job. How are you feeling? Let's go into our little bar sequence. All right, here's where you could reintroduce the chair and use the back of the chair. You don't have to. It kind of makes it fun, because in a bar class, bar is like the ballet bar. And you've got the bar and you're holding on to it. Back of your chair kind of does the same thing. Also, you can do it without, and I'm going to do it without. All right, so take your ball, place the ball up between your thighs, shoulders over your hips. If you got the bar, you can hold on it here for balance. If you want to use your hips, put your hands on your hips and slowly slide your back down the back wall. Pop up onto the balls of your feet, keeping your shoulders back. Hold onto the bar if you like. Hold here, take it a wee bit lower. Hold it, just hold it. Hold it, hold it. Now start to squeeze the ball. In, in, in. Sink maybe a little lower. Holding onto that bar or your hips. Breathe, breathe, squeeze, squeeze. Pulse, squeeze. Little pulses. And you're holding it tightly enough that if I were to come along and try to pull the ball out, I couldn't get it out. But then again, you don't have a death grip on it either. Hold on. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Let's finish with a nice tight squeeze on the ball. Start to pulse up and down, up and down. Heels can stay lifted. You're just doing little pulses in your body. Breathe. Shoulders are still over your hips. Embrace. Now burn. Whew. How are you doing? You got it. Let's keep at it. Breathe. 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 Sink low. Stop the pulsing. Hold it here. Hold it and squeeze the ball in. In, in, in and in. Every in needs an out though, right? So in and out, in and out. Finish. Squeeze tight. Sink low. Hold. Finish. Straighten up. Bring your heels down. Whew. Remove the ball for just a second and take a break. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. How are you doing with the squeezing and the pulsing? Nice job. All right, so let's put the ball back in. Come back to the balls of your feet. Hands to the chair if you like, or not on the chair at all. This time, maybe you'd like to cactus out your arms. Cactus out your arms, elbows to about shoulder height. Hold it here, pulse it down, 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 down and up, down and up. Make the down and ups a little deeper and a little higher than before, and therefore a little slower. And when you come up, bring your elbows to touch. So you're looking right at your thumbs. Open them up and bring them on down. Up and down. Up and down. You got it. Breathe. Breathe. Woo. You lose your balance, get right back in. You're not coming all the way up, just a little bit. Cactusing out the arms. And finish. Come on up, remove the ball, take a break. Big breath in, and big breath out. All right, so let's get your chair. I'm gonna grab my chair, and we are gonna use it for our lovely pose called fire hydrant and donkey kick. All right, thanks. Okay, so you're gonna use the back of this chair. This is a pretty good chair. This is a Costco chair. All right, so What do you think? I think I'll put it at this angle. Take the ball between, or not between, put the ball behind your right knee. Hop on out so your torso can come parallel to the earth. Rest your forearms on the chair. That feels good. Maybe even cross your arms and rest your head on the back of the chair. Oh, that's pretty good. All right, so leg is lifted, knee to about hip height. Stay right here. When you're ready, let's do donkey kicks. Kick yourself in the bottom with your heel. So kick, kick, kick. Little teeny pulses of your leg, holding onto that ball, pulsing it in and in. Little bend in your standing knee, feels just right. Breathe. Hips are equidistant to your mat. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Donkey kicks. Now, with this donkey kick, stop the pulsing, bring your heel close to your bottom, and then pulse it up, up, up to the sky. So you're not kicking in anymore, you're lifting it up, up, up. Now, left glutes. Are they on fire? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Woo. You know, even a little break, bringing the knees down to meet for a breath helps a lot. You want to do that? Go for it. Let's finish. Bring the knees together to meet, but keep that ball right where it is. Time to do fire hydrant pose. All right, lift the leg out to the side of the room. Keeping your right toes drawn towards your right shin. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Yeah. It is time to press on. Come on, you got it. You got it. Now, 5, 4. I'm not going to do that 4, 4, 4 thing again because that was kind of irritating, but I guess I just did it. 3, 2, 1. I'm done. Remove the ball. Right foot meets left. Oh my goodness. Wiggle it out, stretch it out. Other side. So, got the other side to do? I think I'm gonna do this and do the other leg. All right, so let's do this. Bring the ball behind your left knee. Make room for your torso to come parallel to the earth. Lift your leg to about hip height. Hold it here. Squeeze that ball. Draw your toes to your shin. And when you're ready, swift kick in the behind. You'll need that once in a while, right? Keep pulsing. Remember your standing leg. Put a little bend in it. You don't have to stress that leg out. Breathe. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. So, all through this process, we're trying to keep the yoga going. Thanks for sticking with us. We come back to it every day because it makes us feel so much better. And you know, you need that stress relief, and your yoga really does help. Let's finish with the kicking. Draw the heel close to your bottom and pulse the foot up, up, up to the sky. Breathe, keep it going. You got it, and your donkey kick. How are your right glutes doing? They burn, don't they? Breathe. You got it. Keep that left hip dialed down. Don't let it pop up and open. You'll get more out of it this way. Oh, yes. How's it coming? You got it. Woo. Bring the left knee to meet the right. Little bit of a break before we go into fire hydrant. Lift the leg to the side of your room. Lift it and lower. Oh my goodness. We should do 3 sets of these, right? Another day. 3 sets over 3 weeks. How's that? All right. Breathe, breathe, breathe. How's it coming? We got to do the same amount of time on this side as we did on the other. If you want to even out, right? How are we doing time-wise? We're in good shape. We can do another minute, shall we? Nope. Finish. left leg meets right. Whew, come to standing. Let it go. Now, you know, donkey kicks and fire hydrants. Sometimes we do them from a tabletop position. Other times, we take it to the bar. How was that? I'm gonna ditch the bar. Oh my goodness, can you walk? Whew. All right, let's do goddess. All right, for goddess pose, spread your legs wide. Legs spread wide. You don't need the ball for this. With your hands, bring them to prayer center. Legs spread wide, pinky toes parallel to the short sides of your mat, but I'm not on my mat. Sink on down. Let the outsides of your knees go to the back wall. Real attractive squat, right? But it's a good worker for your thighs. All right, hands to prayer center. When you're ready, adjust your stance. Pop on up onto the balls of your feet. Alternate with heel touchdowns. Breathe. Remember how we opened the arms earlier? Let's do the same in a goddess pose. Or goal post. Goal post. That looks really silly, doesn't it? It doesn't matter how it looks. What matters is how it feels, how strong you feel. Keep breathing, alternating with the heel touchdowns. Finish up, come high onto the balls of the feet. That's what finishing up here means. Pulse, your tailbone, down, down, down. Keep your heels lifting. Keep pulsing down, down, down. Take it lower and pulse, pulse, pulse. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You could do this on the bar also, holding the bar or the back of the chair and forgetting the goddess arms. Finish. Heels come down. Remember how we warmed up? 5-pointed star. Wiggle your hips. You got it. Palms together to touch. One foot comes to meet the other. Hands to prayer center. Always a good place to be. Let's come down to our mats. Hinge forward. Let your arms come down. Walk them forward. Come down to your knees. And I'm gonna grab a drink. We're down for the rest of the practice. We're down. We're down on the mat. Okay. After a drink, let's find the ball again and come on to one side or the other. I'm gonna come on to my right side. I'm gonna come on to my elbow. I'm gonna have my elbow underneath my shoulder and I'm gonna stay in this position. You know what is also fine? Come all the way down. Come all the way down if you want and rest your head on your bicep. Totally up to you. I'm gonna stay lifted here. I'm gonna take the ball, put it between my thighs again. I told you, a lot of emphasis on bar today. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna lift the thighs up and now I'm gonna squeeze the ball in. Piece of cake lying on the ground, right? It's hard, it's still hard. Breathe, pulse, come on, you got it. Ankles are glued together. You got it, you got it, you got it. Now, keep it pulsing, like clamshells, right? But extend this top leg. The ball is squeezed. This is actually some Pilates stuff. We got Pilates, we got bar, we got yoga. It's all good. That's our Yoga Plus. The top leg is extended. Now the bottom leg is gonna pulse up. Whew, up, up. Where do you wanna put this top hand? On your hip, as a kickstand. You're just pulsing that bent leg, the bottom leg, up, up, up. Now let's extend both legs long. Hold it here. Both legs are extended. You're balanced on the hip. Hold it here. Let's pulse both legs up, up, up. Glistening yet? Oh yeah, it's good. Pulse both legs up. Hold it, squeeze it. Pulse both legs in, 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 in. Finish. Legs come down. Guess what? We got another side. Flip on over. Flip on over to the left hip. Put your arm the way you want it to be, however you like it. Ball between the thighs, ankles glued together on the inside. Rest here. Maybe you keep the knees down and just pulse it here. Maybe you lift them up and pulse, and pulse, and pulse. You know, I always say it'd be fun if this were a 90-minute class. What do you think? All right, keep pulsing, pulsing, pulsing. Oh my goodness. Squeeze and pulse. You got it. Now, top leg extends. Make the bottom leg work, work, work. Oh, this is harder for me. Work. Where's that top hand? Rest it, pulse the bottom leg up, 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 into that top, extended, still, long leg. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Extend both legs, and with both legs long, pulse them both up, 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 up and down. Ups have downs, downs have ups, thank goodness. Breathe, breathe. Hold them long, hold them straight. Now pulse them in, in, in. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness for that little bit of bounce, right? Breathe, breathe, breathe. Strong legs. You got it. 5, 4. Maybe I shouldn't count, because when you count, then you think about it. And it's kind of like, don't think about it. Keep going. Let's finish. All right, come on down. Oh my goodness. Remove the ball. Come on to your back. Come on to your back. Let's windshield wiper our legs. Feels good. Little did you think, just reclining could feel so good. Knees are bent. Toe heel your feet to the edges of the mat. Let the knees fall to the right. Arms tee out. Knees are going right. Your look goes left. Knees on up, gaze on up. Let the knees fall to the left and your gaze go to the right. Breathe, breathe. So one of the tips for showing a house is to bake chocolate chip cookies and have that smell in the house. Who's got time between all the vacuuming and scrubbing the toilets and making the house look perfect? I don't have time. I'd rather do my yoga anyway. It's better for me. All right, so you've windshield wipered your legs. How do they feel? Back should be kind of relaxed right now. Let's come on up and let's get back to it. Find the ball again. We got a lot to do, a lot to squeeze into this hour. Bend your knees. Sit in a deer pose. Deer pose. You're seated. Spine is straight. Both knees are really bent. Right leg is bent to the right. Left leg is bent with that knee kind of going forward or a little bit to the right. Find your ball. Bring the ball behind the left knee. All right, you're seated nice and straight. Can you do it? A little bit of a kickstand. I'm taking a lot of a kickstand. Lift the left leg up. Little teeny pulses up, up, up. Lift it up. Now squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the ball in. The left heel in toward your bottom. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze in this deer pose. How does it feel? Ooh, your hips had that break when we did our windshield wipers. How you doing? Let's finish. All right, switch sides. Bend both knees to kind of toward the left side of your room. Right knee, the one on top, ball goes behind that knee, a little bit or a lot of it of kickstand. Lift the leg up, up, up. Pulse it up, pulse it up, pulse it up. Pulse it in, pulse it in, pulse it in. Little did you know you could do so much with this ball, right? Oh, but it's all good. You're gonna feel so good and so accomplished when you're done. It's all good. Let's finish. Come on down. Remove the ball. Come back to being on your back, but don't let go of the ball. Come on back to your back. Take the ball between your thighs. Give it a big squeeze. Bridge pose with the ball. Soles of the feet on the mat. Arms down by your sides. Shoulders away from your ears because they're relaxed. They lifted all those weights. Now it's time for the shoulders to relax. Push on up. Push your hips on up to the sky. Adjust your feet so your ankles are underneath your knees. Start to pulse the ball in, in, in and out, in and out. Here's another time where if I were to come and pull the ball out from between your thighs, it would be kind of a wrestling match because you're really holding tight. You're not fully loosening to let that ball pop out. You got a nice tight squeeze on it. Arms down by your sides. Wiggle your shoulders closer to your spine. Lift your hips even higher and pulse, and pulse, and pulse. Root into your left foot. Extend your right leg long and pulse, and pulse. Pulse the ball in. Pulse the ball in. Right leg is extended. You got it. You're still pulsing. You're still strong. Let's finish. Right leg comes down. Give it a couple of good squeezes as you realign. Come back to the easy part, right? Then extend your left leg long. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Lift your hips a little higher. Don't let the bridge sag. Pulse, pulse, pulse. And finish. Both feet come down. Hips lift even higher. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Whew. You got it. You got it. Let's have some fun with it. Roll your spine down one vertebra at a time. Take the ball, place it behind your low back. Now send both legs up, up, up to the sky. Hold them right here. Breathe. Bend one knee. Let the toes of that leg touch down. Send the leg back up to the sky. Bend the other knee. Let the toes touch down, up to the sky. And alternate. Just have a little bit of fun. How's your balance on this ball? Guess what? You're working your core again. Maybe lift your arms up. Parallel arms up to the sky. Challenge your balance a teeny bit more. Whew. Legs go up to the sky. Arms come down by your sides. Circle your ankles as if you're drawing with your toes on the ceiling. Circle them the other direction. Whew. Bend your knees. Both feet come down to your mat. Press on up into your hips. Remove the ball. Roll your spine down. Figure 4. Right leg crosses over left. Push the inner right thigh open. Your left leg lifted on up to as high as you like. Just stretch out the back side. Nice static stretch. After all that pulsing, oh my goodness. Hands, or you could use your towel to make your arms longer. Interlace them between your underneath your left knee. Hug it in. Hug the left knee in. Drive the outside of the right knee away. Relax your shoulders. Whew. Breathe. Just breathe. No tricks here. We're not going any further. You just take this moment here to breathe and let this feel awesome. Can we stay here? Time to move on. Bring your left foot down. Bring the right foot down to meet it. Other side. Left leg, figure 4. Push the inner left thigh open. Maybe right here is where you stay. Maybe you lift the right knee up and let it be. Or using your hands or your towel, interlace your fingers behind that bent knee. Hug it in. Soften in your shoulders. Let the outside of the left knee drive away. Hug the right knee in. So we got to be gone a lot this weekend. Lots of visitors this weekend. So, you know, you kind of go out to breakfast, you go to a football game, you go out to dinner, you go to a movie, all those fun things. I hope you're doing something fun this weekend too. All right, how are you doing? Like I said, no tricks, just let it feel good, feel how it feels. Let's be done. Left foot comes down, right foot comes down. I just want to do happy baby. It's going to cut into our Shavasana time, but let's do it. Left knee bends, right knee bends. Hug each knee into each armpit with your hands underneath the knee. Rock a little bit from side to side. Capture the inner calves or capture your heels. And then send one leg up to the sky, then the other. Bend and extend. Breathe. Happy baby. Ananda Balasana. Balasana means happiness. Breathe. Heels high to the sky. Let your pinky toes come toward the earth. Oh, breathe. Open up your legs wide like a big letter V for victory. Knees come back together. Feet come down. Legs go long. Final Shavasana. You can cover your eyes with your eye shade or your little towel. Fully reclined. You earned this one. Cover your eyes. You earn all of them, but especially this one. Arms down by your sides. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Let it go. You did so much in this hour. It is time to relax all that you've got and truly let it go. Focus only on your breath. Give yourself these last couple minutes of peace. Arms and legs are heavy. And you're just aware of your breath, your belly, rising and falling as you breathe deeply. Soften your face, especially that area between the eyebrows. Let your jaws part and breathe. Remove the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Shoulders are soft. They're heavy on your mat. No tension in your glutes. Just relax. Take a deep breath in and a deep, slow breath out. Breathe a few more breaths, just as deep as that. If you can stay longer right here, and if it feels right, do it. Obey your outer core, your body. And let your inner core, your mind and your spirit, reap the benefits as you relax more deeply into your final Shavasana. For me, it's time to conclude the hour and press on. So I'm going to start to wiggle my fingers and toes and just enjoy that for a moment. Work the motion up into the ankles and the wrists and move them. Take a big inhale, lifting the arms high overhead, pointing the toes to the bottom of the mat, feeling the depth of the stretch and the length you can create in your spine. Exhale, roll onto one hip or the other. Use your low arms bicep as a pillow for your head. Soften in the top shoulder. Deep breath in and deep breath out. As you're ready, slowly press on up to a comfortable seated position. I'm going to go back to that deer pose in my legs. That felt kind of nice. Hands to prayer center. Good place to be. Feel the warmth in your hands. Lengthen up through your spine. Lengthen up through the crown of your head as you take a big inhale. And as you exhale, retrace that path of breath, softening the shoulders and rooting into the strong foundation of the earth beneath you. Gently blink, your eyes open. You did it. You did a 1-hour yoga practice. You took time for you. That's so important. And you know, it's not that much. It's 1/24 of your day, but it'll make all the rest of your day so much better. So, stress number you took in the beginning. What was it? And what is it? I'm sure it's a lot lower, and that's a really good thing. So, big hug from me to you, and remember, words can go where hugs and hearts can't. So say nice things today to everybody you meet, and a huge, huge thank you to all our veterans. Have a great day, everybody. Love you guys. See you on your mats tomorrow. Bye. Oh, okay. Betty is okay. Good. Hurricane hit, but Betty is okay. Oh my gosh, Betty. We send you extra, extra love and hugs. God bless you. Bye, guys. Hey, what's up? You guys ready to go? If you're watching this and you stuck around after doing your yoga, you know that your yoga really has a positive effect on the stress in your life. You know that the yoga helps bring your stress down, and that's so important. About our yoga, have them join us every single day live on Facebook and on YouTube. Our yoga is free for anybody and everybody, so there's no excuse not to do it. Everybody needs to bring their stress levels down, especially during this time of year. If you'd like to support our broadcast, you can visit our website. It's www.316yoga.com. See you on your mats tomorrow.